So, if you don't know, this beautiful boxing weekend with about 16 fights that if you're a boxing fan, you should be watching. In this one, I'm going to talk about Austin Trout versus Luis Grajeda. Austin Trout, 27-2 with 14 KOs. Luis Grajeda, 18-3-2 with 14 KOs himself. I am T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. December the 10th, 2014. Austin Trout weighed in at 156 pounds. His opponent, Grajeda, 155.6. That's 2 pounds above the 154-pound junior middleweight limit. And I guess what I'm saying with that is, does Austin Trout plan on moving up to 160 pounds anytime soon, or testing the waters at 160 pounds? Because the reason why I say is I think it would be a bad idea, because if you look at his reign at 154 pounds or the last 2 years, he's been knocked out an equivalent of, if I'm correct, 5 times. I believe it's 4, but for something did he get, it all depends on if he got knocked down 3 times in that Dawson fight, and I covered the fight. But 5 times in his last 3 fights. Canelo Alvarez once, Erislandy Lara once, and Erislandy Lara hit him hard. And then Daniel Dawson, and each time you see him go down, his legs. You know, he always does something with his, something always happens with his legs, just give out some crazy way. So I'm asking myself now, this is his 2nd fight straight on ESPN after fighting 2 A-class fighters in Alvarez and Erislandy Lara. Daniel Dawson, he didn't do so good, even though he won the fight. It's just still a guy like Austin Trout fighting a guy like Daniel Dawson after those 2 big fights he had. He should be making a statement, which is another reason why tonight he needs to make a statement against this guy. Grajeda has a soft body. Grajeda is what the distance with Jermell Charlo and that very tall ass fighter Willie Nelson. But Grajeda is there for Austin Trout. All right, listen, Austin, we're taking you a level. If in my opinion, Grajeda is a level below Trout's last opponent in Daniel Dawson, and I've watched both fighters, and that's my opinion. And Austin Trout's got to look better in this fight, and maybe even stop this fight guy, do something he hasn't done in years. He's got to knock this guy out. Will he do it? I don't know. But what does the future hold for him at 154 pounds? Of course, you got fights like Ishe Smith, Carlos Molina, Demetrius Andrade would beat him. Might as well just stay away from that. You got let me see, K9, you got Anthony Mundine out there. There's fights out there for him, but he's so undefined right now, to whereas in every fight he fights now, I got to say it's a 50-50 fight. And, you know, he still has that win over Miguel Cotto, but we know he wouldn't beat Miguel Cotto today. You know, and that's just keeping it real. But once again, I cover every single major fight live. This weekend we got, I don't even want to go through all the names, but I'll say, okay, I'll try. You got Amir Khan. You got Amir Khan, Devin Alexander, Keith Thurman, Leonard Bundu, Jermell Charlo versus Bataille, Jermell Charlo versus Lozano. You got Maris versus Ramirez. You got Kamagai versus Gudor, Shomanov versus somebody, I forgot what his name is. And I'm probably missing a couple more. You got Timothy Bradley Chavez, Korobov Lee, Herrera, Benavidez, Tarver Banks, Lars Smith. And some good fights. We'll be covering them all. I'm T Street Controversy, T Street Controversy Live.